All right.
Why does only Dadriel get a trinket?
Because I'm their friend. They've known me their entire life.
You need something. You already got a dragon bone gauntlet.
Yeah.
It is.
What more do you
But
want?
I'm kind of
something
just...
to you, but they kind of don't like you as much because you follow Netro.
Yeah, and they weren't going to give something to me because I refused, and I think they know that I spied on them. Would not surprise me.
Come on, keepers are
given
keepers.
that
They would be the worst keepers ever if they
yeah.
didn't know that you were spying on their ritual.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
That
probably
makes
know.
sense. I might die.
Well, this ritual is only the level 1 worm ritual, so it's probably like, It's sort of like when you join a friend. It's like, sure, most people kind of tell their girlfriends about it, but who cares?
You don't see those girlfriends ending up dead, so it's probably okay.
But see, there's no way that these slugs don't have some sort of like fail-safe self-destruct or mind control event.
Do you
like,
think there's? I want to meet some. I want to look around if we ever get a chance. Lear, for anyone who has an eye patch, someone who has removed their eye.
Oh, that is a good point.
It gets to be very Agents of Shield.
Yes.
They just keep,
Fury is
they just
yeah.
no what they kept like taking agents and replacing them with robot eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
that would feed them commands and then blow up their brain if they didn't follow commands.
Oh, that was the other
Wow.
thing. In the
Yeah.
Phineas and Ferb Marvel crossover, as soon as Agent Nick Fury shows up and takes over the operation, Major Monogram starts wearing an eye patch, and he's going, "What's wrong with that? What, you're wearing an eye patch?" He goes, "I've always had an eye patch." He's like, "No, you haven't. You're just copying my eye patch." It was hilarious.
All right.
All right. So,
Let's go to the inn. Let's check
Yeah.
out profits.
I actually think that the first worm is not the self-destruct one because it's not a high enough level yet. So you probably it just pops out or like takes your right eye. But when you get to level 3, when they give you the brain
You get the
worm,
brain worm,
that's
the
when
one,
yes.
the one in the ear. So
Yes.
so you can hear the future.
That's right.
You guys.
I
It's not
think
like
you
I
can't
think
see
that I
the
want
future
to
with
I
the
think that
worm.
I want to magically
What
like
is it?
It
like,
lets you view other people.
like,
It's-
extricate them?
Sorry, it lets you view. Okay, then you
It's-
can hear
it's
other. You
scrying.
can hear
Because,
the-
I
See
mean-
what happens?
well I mean
What's-
like
what are you trying to do?
He wants to
if I
somehow
can
extract the worm.
like magically like
Well,
purify
okay, so
myself
first of all-
such that I am like
Okay, first of all,
visibly a member of the keepers.
Neither of you know it. Like in character, neither of you know it.
No what?
That you have a thing in your. Well, you know that's not. There's a thing in your.
Yeah,
eye.
we
You don't
do.
know exactly what it is.
It crawls across their vision.
Yeah, yeah, we actually know.
So you,
No,
they
know
no,
know
there's
we
something in
definitely know that there's something in there,
Something in
and
your
it
eye?
would definitely cross my mind that there is a self-destruct or mind control
Yeah.
element because there's a
Okay.
secret society. That makes
All right.
perfect sense.
Yeah, we don't know about the fact that they might be these worms from the previous campaign,
the,
but we know that there's a worm in our eye.
It's
now.
slugs.
Yes.
Not slugs, not worms.
Slugs.
It's an important distinction.
It is, but when they're really tiny and swimming in your eye fluid, I don't think there's something.
Yeah.
Closer to
I
worms.
don't think they're swimming in your eye fluid.
They are exactly swimming in
they're-
our eye fluid. That's
I would
exactly what he
imagine at
said.
the back of your eye.
You can't see things that
they-
are in the
they
back
move
of your
around.
eye.
Okay, all right.
They have to be in your eye or
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
because everything that's interpreted is just fed through the nerve that's at the back. Yeah.
The entire keepers are divided into 2 factions. There's the worm faction and the slug faction, and all they do is argue about what the eye
It's a
thinks really are.
slug. No,
Left,
it's a
left
worm.
Twix and right Twix.
Yeah, I know. Worm, slug, worm, slug.
The twist.
It is.
Okay.
I love the one where there's like, do they have one of these
Chocolate
machines
peanut
where they
butter.
like put the tape on their mouth?
Which eye is it? In the left or the right eye?
It's in the left eye.
It's in both of our left eye.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's in both of
okay,
your left
okay.
eyes.
That's
Wait.
interesting.
Hold on. That might be wrong.
You actually wrote that down?
No. But what I'm saying is that we only need one person in our group to be able to get whatever benefits we get from.
That's true. Unless there's an identifier, like you
From
show
the
up
times.
and they're like,
do you have your- do
They
you
scan you with the little
Yeah,
wand
exactly,
and
like,
like
you walk
beep, beep,
in.
all slugs and tags.
yeah, exactly. Right.
Welcome to the meeting.
Are you suggesting that you try and purify yourself?
Later, only if it
you want
becomes
to,
really
it's gonna be
obvious.
4
Oh,
hit
so
dice.
you can kill. So
What?
you can,
I'm treating it as blindness, deafness. So it'll be 4 hit dice to purify.
Oh, okay.
That's a 20
Yeah.
All right.
on my own
So
hands. So that's pretty tough.
Because the
But-
D&D
What
would
was
be
I gonna
remove
say?
disease, but I don't think there's a similar thing in
Right. Well,
PCC.
Cleric's Lay on Hands ability can do that. They have
Yeah.
lists of things
Yeah.
you can
Oh,
try
I see.
against.
Okay.
Yeah. Instead of
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
making
you can-
spells, it's just doing really well with land hands.
Mhm.
Got it.
Is this so you can do your whole red ant black ant thing without repercussions from the slug? Which is probably a good idea.
Yeah, but I mean,
Hey, if
I'm not all
if,
for
uh,
like you know just
you
mass murder.
if you
I'm
wanna
down
s-
for like
if you want to slaughter all the
information
keepers, I'm all for it.
gathering.
You guys also remember how to scry, right? Like he kind of taught you that last
Yeah,
time.
they did the fire and the
Okay.
hair and the.
You burn the object from the person and then inhale the smoke.
What?
Like that's how.
That's what you did, and I guess James is supposed to.
Remember when you saw El Rat
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
followers had him? Okay, they burned a hair in a fire.
Oh, and it
had
was
to
El
inhale
Rat's
the
So it's
smoke.
like it's
Okay.
like burning a personal belonging, like
Yeah,
a
you guys
nail.
can do that.
We,
What they
we all
wanted-
saw that, right?
No.
Or
No,
Merek
you
did.
two.
You two did because you had the eye.
Oh, okay.
yeah, that was part
I
of the
saw
sermon.
what they did.
Yeah.
Did not see what they saw.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, so we all collectively.
I also
Okay.
rolled so badly that I'm not really sure that that's so useful because he rolled really well and saw like tons of things where I'm like, all right, it's kind of a neat trick, but
I understand
Right.
it. Oh, is it better scrying ability than my gods? Like, would I?
It doesn't give you the same. It doesn't answer the same questions as your guys.
Yeah, 'cause
So
I
it does.
mean,
It just gives like kind of
Yeah.
random information
Well, I mean,
as
like,
opposed
with
to
the-
like
with the
It gives information
specific.
pertaining to the person you breathed in.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the
Yeah.
scrying, you get like a picture. You get to see something, but you don't get any answer whether or not it's good or bad.
Was there any like emotional connection? Like,
Nope.
did I feel his fear or
Nope, you
something
didn't
like
feel
that?
fear or anything like that.
Sweet.
You just
That sounds good.
you heard and saw.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can, all right.
Well, wait, heard and saw from his perspective.
No, just from
No,
above.
outside.
Okay.
Outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not really outside.
I feel like
outside
that would. I feel
his
like that would be.
perspective.
His...
I mean, it'd be pretty useful if you need to find anything. What?
Okay. There was a ritual involved, and I'm gonna just have that ritual.
It's like a
Noted.
open flame. Yeah.
You burn the thing and inhale it.
That was
Inhale the
it.
smoke.
There wasn't any.
Yep, that's all it was.
Right.
The worm does most of the work.
Slug.
thank goodness.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. Let's try and call it just slug from now on.
Slug scry.
Yes. Slug scrying. I will call it that.
You guys
Alright.
can now say
I'll
the,
call it the worm vision because I belong to the worm faction.
the slug life.
The slug. I didn't choose the slug life. The slug life chose me. All right,
The keepers are obviously the gangsters
Oh my
of the
God.
city of Lear.
that's what it is. So you guys stumble out of the doorway near Willow Lake and make your way back around back to the
yeah.
Jovan.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been a long night. We should take a long sleep.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
before
down.
that, I would like
Hopefully,
to
no
try
more spooky shenanigans.
scroll a map of the Undercroft, combining my knowledge of looking at the dwarves' map, trying to memorize that, and from
Can
what I
I-
could see
can I
from
assist?
being in the Undercroft.
Okay.
And he's going to assist.
Yeah. So roll.
Are we all gonna
Here.
assist
I think you should roll.
in creating
We
a map
should know.
for?
We
for
should know how good our map is.
Oh. All right. Sure. Yeah,
I guess
makes
the
sense.
question is that is there like a because
Well, I mean, we're
it'd be
there
like a DC
right
type
now.
forged
We can be
document
like-
roll or something.
Well,
or-
I mean,
No. It's
we can
intelligence.
draw a map, and we're not going to know like
Forged
if it's
document
correct.
has to be specific to that.
I mean, no, not really. But
Yeah.
we'll have like a general sense of like, okay, when we went down this door, like this door was facing this cardinal direction.
I mean,
do we know
I
cardinal
suppose, like,
directions?
I mean, I'm feeling like if I
Is
try to
that
draw a map of Ballard, I can get a feeling of how right I am with the map. I don't know. How would you feel? How do you feel about it?
I think I should roll it.
Okay.
So who's gonna help? You're gonna help?
Yeah, I'm gonna help.
Are you
So
gonna
the
help?
thing
Deirdre,
is
you
that
gonna help?
well, the thing is that helping could be both positive and negative, right?
Oh,
Because
that's
if we
true.
say, "Oh no, it's over here," and we're wrong,
It's not there
it's
at
like
all.
2 out of 3. So the
Right.
thing is that we all have
Hmm.
like I have a minus to my intelligence roll, so
Plus one.
I have +0.
you two, I have a minus
let's
1.
let's just have it both of us.
So
Okay.
so Jovan and Merek and Dadriel?
No, he's
No. Okay. So Jovan.
Actually, we don't know that we're not smart, and when you're not that smart, you don't know that you're not that smart. I actually
Look,
think
look.
I'm
If
super
your
smart.
group is building a map, you come over and give your 2 cents. Is like just kind of how it ends
you're a
up happening,
14-year-old
right?
kid.
Yeah.
You're gonna try and help.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to
both
help.
of you to roll intelligence checks.
All right.
Right.
The weird thing is that we also know if we succeeded in our intelligence checks by rolling.
12.
Right.
All right.
9.
Okay. All right. What's your intelligence bonus?
+1.
Wait,
Okay.
Peter? Or
All
I mean,
I
Merrick
rolled it.
doesn't.
Well, it's like you get to know, like, I guess how much you know about.
No. So what I did there is Merek's the main guy making the check, so I
Right.
rolled his check, and I
Oh.
rolled to see if you guys were successful in helping.
Okay.
Um,
I assume we were not successful. in
So-
helping.
you know.
Well, I
right-
mean, it was probably like, hey, Merek, remember that there. I was like, oh yeah, thanks.
You know right
Something
away,
you would have got
from-
eventually, perhaps.
from being in the Undercroft and being in Masiatica, you know right away that the Dwarves map does not correspond with Masiatica. At least not in the places you were in.
Okay.
You'd guess, and remembering the conversation, you'd guess that the Dwarves map is of a lower level below Masiatica.
That makes perfect
Even deeper
sense.
down.
Because they're
Um,
dwarves.
Oh, okay. So,
Okay,
these
so we
would be
draw
really
out
high.
a map and we start realizing.
It's not.
It's
the
not
right
Yeah,
place.
useful.
this isn't, yeah.
Okay.
However,
all right.
you do know that Masiatica itself,
Yes.
the place you were in, comprises, you traveled from here to here, and that was mainly the main location, which you
Okay.
encompassed.
The
Southeast
Yeah.
portion of.
Is that the grotto?
Yeah, the grotto.
Alright.
The grotto and the first part of Struland,
Oh,
where the
okay.
Dullahan rests.
Okay. Well, at least we got some interesting information out of that.
I mean, I can even show you. Yeah, I guess I can if I block
Strumland.
off part of this map and just show it to you guys.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, there's part of it.
Oh yeah. It's Dak Cordia.
Yeah, Dacordia.
Dak.
Oh,
Oh,
I totally
yeah.
spelled it right. Awesome.
Yeah.
You spelled it
I saw
right?
how you
Yeah.
spelled it, and I thought you were
What?
wrong because I spelled it
I thought
with
so because
CH.
KC is like a mind bender, but
What?
Okay.
I hate this language. I hate it.
It like defies
I'm still
like
trying to
like
learn,
proper English
Well, I'm still
naming
trying to
conventions.
learn James's things because
My
he has a
weird
way of like
interpretations.
interpreting how word pronunciation works. So I'm still
Okay.
used to my old classes in.
Are
You're
you
still
gonna
used to the correct way.
are you gonna post the map? Any
I'll post the
more of
Lear
these
map.
maps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we will.
Actually, I could. Well, no, there's no. You guys.
No,
Yeah, I mean,
don't,
I don't know.
don't bother.
I
I don't know how you would
we-
post
we
just
get
a
an
part
image
of
of
that
it
map.
Yeah.
because we were there.
Right.
We got an idea of it,
Mhm.
so it wouldn't make sense to have it crystal clear.
Yeah.
All right, so the following day we will prepare.
So, well, hold on.
Night.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah.
go back to the Dullahan and want to get some rest and stuff.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
been
yeah.
a long day. I'm tired. I need to give Percival one of his 2 lavender baths.
So it's probably
We need to put some eyebrows in our eyeballs now.
Yeah,
because
it's getting a little weird.
Yeah.
Is your eye getting a little
It's
dry?
dry, yeah.
Ooh, the slug drinks up all that moisture.
It's like when you first get contacts, it takes like a week to get used to it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's so weird.
Mhm.
So you get back to the Dullahan around midnight, maybe closer to 1 a.m. In the morning. If we're going by normal
late
times.
night.
Yeah.
Try to be
Um,
quiet.
There's a full moon tonight, but it's
Uh-oh.
cloudy, so it blocks it out. Oh wait, no, there was a full moon
Okay.
last night. There's a
Full moons last for 3 days.
Yeah,
that's
they do.
fine.
yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, so there's a full moon night, but it's cloudy, so it's difficult to see. It covers it, and a low fog has rolled in over Lear as you emerge out on Willow Lake.
This is Creepsville.
Stephen King has shown up.
Creepy.
It's
I expect a lone ship in Willow Lake.
Yeah, we
Just a
keep
singular
our we
ghost
keep
ship.
our eyes peeled for like zombies in the
Yeah,
alleys.
this
or-
is where
or
shit
things.
gets down.
Yeah.
you come around the corner. It's Pyramid Head. Anyway,
Yeah. Well, as to be expected.
so you turn around the corner to Willow Lake and make your way back to the Dullahan. It's eerily quiet out. There's nothing in but the sound of the wind blowing in from the sea. And as you get back to the Dullahan, you can see.
Aren't we in the Barbarians of Strum area?
Yeah,
We're right
It
in the
should,
Yeah,
water.
we're
it
on-
should
on
be
the edge.
pretty ruckus.
it's usually a little louder than it is. Yeah, things are quiet
Hmm.
for some reason.
That's strange.
Well, I
And,
mean,
uh,
our place is closed, right? Right now.
Yeah,
It
but
should
I
be.
mean, it's Barbarians of Strum. They're usually
Well,
mention
it's-
this in character, right? Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like
Well,
I mean,
Barbarians of
we're
Strum
at
are
the
usually
edge of
pretty
their
loud. Don't you
territory.
remember? I mean, we've had. I mean, it's very hard to sleep because they're always running
I sleep
around,
like a baby.
fights.
But
When you grow up in the streets.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I grew up in a small town. It's difficult.
Yeah, I'm not used to this noise.
So you make your way back to the Dullahan. The storefront looks nice and quiet and stuff. The windows, clear, shows its way in. It looks like it's been cleaned even. Artok cleaned it up after everybody was left. So the
Sweet.
door is locked to the Dullahan.
We have a key,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
No, that's good. I'm glad it's locked.
Good.
It means that the people who are in charge are doing their job.
Midnight? What time?
1:30.
1:30. Okay, so it's normally closed around that time.
It's a little earlier than it should be.
Or earlier. Okay, yeah, we
Yeah.
close based on how many people are there.
Wait, was
Strange.
Artok going to just be running things without us?
Yeah, that
Oh,
was the
okay.
plan.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
is that
Sweet.
we kind of look over. We're the managers. We're the owners.
Him and Althea.
And there are employees.
Okay, so you guys.
Do you think the shadow has created a bigger plague upon the upper part of the city than we originally thought?
Okay, so first of all,
Entirely possible.
is this unusual? Because you know how you live in San Francisco and this happens like all the time. So it's like, oh, this is nothing.
Dadriel's not too put off by it.
All right, so this is normal. Like
Well,
it's just the normal
I'm a
effect
bit
of the city.
cowardly. And
I mean,
always
but-
Well, I mean, we've had a lot of
suspicious.
crazy shit happen. So
It's like it's quieter than it should be, but it's not like you're like, this is really weird. Like
It's
it's
not-
just kind of like,
It's not like it never happens.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Marcus is suspicious.
It makes sense.
He's cowardly. He's thinks
It's like the first time you go to San Francisco in the summer and you're going, I'm pretty sure the fog is actually physically coming at us. It's like, yeah, it is, but it does this every year, so you get used to it.
I just want to hug you.
Yeah, I know.
So Dadriel unlocks the door, and you guys press your way in. And as you make your way inside, you hear this kind of scraping noise coming from further down the hall, near the far end where the door is.
wait, by the
Yeah,
door,
down here.
you mean
And
the
as you- and-
sealed door?
And as you walk inside and open the door and close it behind you, the scraping stops suddenly.
Okay, so
And
it's
then-
clearly not the sound of Althea, like, doing the books.
No, I thought it was initially.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
but,
there's a clamp of footsteps as coming out of the hallway. Artok steps out of the hallway and he goes, "Oh, oh, you're back. Sorry."
Yeah.
He's got a lantern in his hand and stuff. And he goes, "Excuse me, didn't mean to be here so late. Just cleaning up, working on some food got caught on the walls, scraping it off. Anyway,
hold on.
you folks have a good night." And he raises the lantern up and goes, "Be seeing ya." And he opens the door and shuts it behind him.
I'm gonna hurry over to where the sealed door is.
Okay,
Do I notice anything out of the ordinary?
make an intelligence check.
Oh, okay.
It's so sketchy.
10.
10. Nope, nothing out of the ordinary here.
We should all look.
I'm not going near that door. I'm backing a little bit further away. Cause I'm,
Well, I don't see anything, but
I'll,
my first thought was that he had been attempting to scratch away the runes on this door.
Yes, because our target.
I mean, we tried something
You can
similar,
hear
and
noises
they.
from inside Alethea's room. It's like she's moving about, getting ready for bed.
I am going to.
Oh, she stays here. That's right.
Yeah.
I am going to look through Percival's eyes.
Okay.
Cats have excellent vision
Mhm.
and dark vision.
Mhm.
What, from far away, what does Percival see?
From far away, like the far end of the hall.
Yeah, at the end of the hall. Yes.
Cats do have pretty good vision, though.
I can't see nothing.
I don't know if it's good sideways vision.
I'm looking through his eyes, James. I'm not asking him.
Oh, okay.
I can do that since he's a focus familiar.
Yeah.
The best type of familiar.
So he looks around.
Oh.
He looks around and you just see the bar is normal and with the opening to the hallway. Do you want to like go down the hallway and check it out?
No.
Okay.
No, we're not going near that hallway.
Alrighty.
Percival and I, no.
This is not
We're
unusual.
both well.
We've already caught Artok trying to steal food, or actually stealing food. It is not surprising that he would think that we, of course, have put up the sign that says, "Do not enter bad things inside."
So he could just be like a normal guy who's
Yeah, he's probably
Less
just
than
thinking
trustworthy.
that we have like treasure back there, and that he's like, "Oh,
Okay.
the bosses are gone. We're gonna check out what's in this
Treasure.
room."
that makes sense.
Who does he think he's working for? Not really rolling in the money.
He doesn't know that. We're paying him good money to like do this job, and now that
Can the coin be split?
Not yet.
Okay.
It's been 4 days. Yeah, 4 days.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
also but it hasn't disappeared, which is a good thing. But the other thing is that now that Henslet is gone,
Okay.
he's probably thinking, "Oh, Henslet isn't here. These bozos is like he's giving this bar to this 14-year-old kid.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna break in and steal Henslet's like 5,000 awesome treasures because
Because they wouldn't even know if
Yeah.
they were missing.
Because if I had 5,000 awesome treasures, I would keep it in a room with a sign that says "Awesome monster in sight. Don't open this door." So he's probably just some idiot who thinks.
Wait, we left
first
off
of
the word
all-
awesome on our note, right?
Percival
Yes,
and
okay,
I
good.
scamper up to our room as I go to the BS room.
I'm
Okay.
also super excited about Artok actually breaking in
Mhm.
because it's always cool. Like if you watch any episodes of Angel or Buffy, you just want the bad guy to get into the room to figure out what's in there because it's so adventurous. You don't want to be there because it's like, yeah, the door opened up and the mummy ate him. It's like, well, I don't want to be eaten, but if Artok is eating. That tells me a lot.
Just devours them
Yeah,
usually.
I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's very nice.
Oh, okay.
I hire employees mostly for science.
Yeah.
I was like, you seem like you're sketchy and nosy. Would you like to work for us?
It's like, how would you like 200 gold? What do I have to do? Open a door.
We don't even tell them. We just hire them. It's like,
Yeah.
you appear to be the type of person that we'd like to work for us in our kitchens.
Yeah.
Because you seem like untrustworthy and like trying to steal from us. The exact kind of personality we're looking for.
Yes. Exactly. Alright, well, I'm gonna get ready for bed. I mean,
Yeah. So since we cannot tell that anything
tired.
has been gone wrong, we will go to bed and regain lost points of luck
Yes.
and stuff like
and
that.
cut back on our disapproval.
So you guys go to sleep and you have a restful night's sleep.
Kept in some
Oh.
Z's.
All right.
Alright.
No incidents tonight.
So here's the other question.
That's the first time, right? Alright.
Are we woken every morning by Artok making breakfast, or does he just not
Artok
go into
doesn't
work
come
until
in
like
till-
an hour after?
Yeah, he
Until the
comes in
afternoon.
later,
He
yeah.
doesn't- you're not gonna force him to work a double shift.
Alethea is the one
I
who's
mean,
up in the morning.
I could, but
Does Alethea, like,
I wouldn't
Oh
mind.
my god.
besides being, she's an elf, right?
Yes.
Does she just pay attention to the books? Like, we want to ask her.
Probably.
Yeah, you
I
can-
don't
you
see
can
him
ask
as
her.
an elf.
Like
So-
he always seems to be like doing something sneaky whenever we show up. Like every time we turn around, Artok's like,
He's like, oh,
sorry, I was just leaving. It's like-
yeah.
Quick question: how much HP do we get per night? I haven't lost hit points in forever.
It's equal to your level.
Okay.
yeah, what does
You
Alethea
don't
think
gain.
of Artok?
You don't gain temp HP.
Yeah.
So so you guys come down in the morning and Alethea's scrubbing up the bar and stuff, making sure everything's clean. And she looks around and goes, we clean that place up. And you ask her that, and she goes, I think he's all right. He's a little on the odd side, I'll admit, but he's been through a lot. He did a really good job yesterday. I think he almost doubled our take. Some Stroom barbarians came by. They wanted to give the patrons of our bar some trouble, but Artok went out and had a talk with them, and then they just kind of relaxed. They even came in for a couple of drinks.
All right. Yeah, it's just that he
Sounds
seems
good.
very suspicious. I caught him like he rolled in and drunk one night and started eating the food, and then yesterday it seemed like he was like doing something suspicious by the door over there.
I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know him that well. Maybe keep your guard up for now.
Hensler seemed to trust him since he recruited him, so they must know something.
It's true. Yeah, if Hinslet thought he was all right, then he probably is. I'm surprised we haven't heard anything from him lately. You think he would
in
have
a couple of days?
Oh, you know, he does his things. He gallivants about.
Like, he really didn't tell us very much. Is he planning on, like, coming back to check in at all, or?
I remember back in the olden days when he and I used to. Well, anyway, back when we were more involved, he used to tell me how he dreamed of opening a place like this. The Doulahan was his dream for the longest time. So the fact that he's left it now in such a hurried manner, well,
He probably needed to lay low for a while.
it just surprises me that he hasn't checked in yet. That's all.
By the way, did we ever fill her in
On what?
on like the
Like the
circumstances
attack?
of his departure?
No, she doesn't know anything.
Oh, okay.
And Hinslet didn't tell her either.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna tell her.
You're gonna tell her?
Yeah.
All right.
Look, if she knows anything about Henslet's past,
First, if she used to
that
be
could
his
be really
girlfriend-
important to us.
At the end of last session, there was a big talk about one of the founders, like a robotic founder thing, got
Yeah.
rebuilt.
The keepers were working
Yes,
on
they were. And the parts that
Frederick took.
Frederick took were really
Like, that's where we
important to
ended, right?
finish
Yeah.
Were we supposed to know any more about that?
it. No, the guy
No.
just ran outside and mentioned it.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
We didn't.
And then other people went in and took a look at it. We were not.
Oh, we
one of
weren't
them.
invited.
I mean, if
Well, I mean, we
well,
could
you
have. We just
Yeah.
you
didn't.
guys didn't just seem interested.
I know I wasn't invited.
Yeah.
Okay.
It-
all right. I
It
just wanted to
wasn't.
make sure
it wasn't
like,
interesting to me.
last session we're like, all right, let's go next session, and then we just totally like gloss over
You
it.
guys didn't inspect the machine. You're all dead.
We.
Didn't pick up
We
that
could've-
gear
Yeah.
that fits in that device you'll
Anyway.
meet.
I mean,
Yeah,
we can
so
always
when
ask
she
later
brings
about
this
the
up,
founder's
we're
intentions
like,
because that's all I'm really.
I guess we never
confused
talked about
about.
this. I just presumed that he mentioned to you when he had you come by, you know.
Well, he said it was an emergency that he had to immediately leave and deal with, but he didn't give me any details. Come to think of it.
Oh yeah, the founders that come after him.
The who?
The robotic demonic things.
What?
They were wearing red,
Yeah.
I believe.
Did you
Wait,
not
were they?
ever?
Was
and
it
her
red
eyes
cloaks?
and her eyes just kind of get wide for a minute, and she goes, and she. Oh.
And we tell them the whole story, like how they showed up, how there was a fight.
Didn't they attack us specifically, and then Henslet defended?
No, they told
No,
you to get
they-
up against the wall. They had business
Yeah.
with Henslet.
Yeah,
Oh,
they came
okay.
in like they were
That's
like Men
right.
in Black
Yeah, yeah.
and had everyone who was.
We were
like,
just in the
not
wrong
involved.
place.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
So
You
she,
know you
she
didn't.
covers her mouth with her hand.
Well, I mean, I
brings it down and
I
goes,
did do stuff.
I
Percival
see.
did stuff.
As far as I know,
And
you
her brow
didn't.
furrows, and she
That was
looks
his first.
incredibly worried, and goes, "Excuse me, I need to go write some letters." And she makes her way back into her room and shuts the door behind her.
Well, she doesn't like. Is there anything more you can tell us?
Okay, she goes,
Because
no.
we don't know much about the situation or any past dealings you may have had with these
Yeah, it sounded like he
with
was
this group.
simultaneously rushing off to be away so that he would not be easily found,
And we
and also trying to go and fix a problem. So he could have gone off to do whatever it was to kind of like either cover his tracks or go back to the source.
and it's possible that they could return here, and we would need to know as much as we could about his prior dealings.
Henslet promised me a long time ago he was finished dealing with those types of people. The tension between him and that group was what
Broke you
drove
up.
us apart the first time.
Well, from my understanding, he legitimately
I
told
never knew
you
what
the
they were
truth, dear
called.
lady. In fact, it seemed to me that Henslet himself believed that he was done, and they just tracked him down and came after him. That it had been a long time since they were in any way connected.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that's the case.
The reaction and the subsequent combat gave us the impression that it was a surprise to Henslet that they showed up at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to send letters to a couple of my friends out in the world. Perhaps they've seen Henslet. Maybe he's seeking refuge with some of them.
Yeah, if you have old friends from the olden days that were involved in this, it is likely that there would be some connection with what's going
Yeah,
on.
or they could at least
I'm
tell
going
us
to try and
something we
find
don't
out
know.
where he is. And she walks back to her room. And
That
shuts
sounds
the
good.
door.
Thank you.
By the
should-
way, if you do get a hold of him, could you ask him about Artok and the room
Of course.
and fill him in on like the
Oh,
weird
yeah,
shadowy
we-
sketchiness?
We need to know exactly what's going on here, because there's
You mean the strange entity you mentioned before?
Yes,
yeah.
and the shadow that shows up every night here somehow.
And she purses
Oh, not
her
every
lips-
night. Didn't show up last night.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And she purses
Fine.
her lips a bit and goes, I'm not certain either. I will.
Yeah,
And she
We never established any connection with that shadow and the shadow with the skulls.
right.
Spanish. Okay, good.
and she shuts the door. Alright.
Oh,
She goes, yes.
you might want to add P.S. Savannah's might be back. That's all.
Alright.
Spell with a
Oh,
TS.
say
with a
say
TS.
say is back.
Mostly back. Not all the way back yet, but mostly back.
Alright. And she shuts the door.
2/3. Okay.
I mean, I think we may want to treat it as like this potentially. Could
No,
very-
we're keepers now. We gotta work on being like ambiguous and and hard to understand.
Yeah.
Well,
We
he's
gotta
like,
start
well,
working on
well, if
speaking
he's
in
not
riddles.
all the way back, they don't need me.
It's like-
Even though I'm the only one who could actually face him in combat, I mean,
Hate him.
don't need it.
We've been working. I've been working on this my whole
More
life.
retreat.
Like as soon as I'm in, I'm gonna speak in riddles all the time now. I've been practicing.
Anyways, we have a whole day. Later today, we do have that meeting
Yes.
with followers.
Mm.
Uh,
First breakfast. I'm gonna cook.
Indeed. We're going to
Ooh,
eat breakfast.
Excellent.
Got to start your day with a good breakfast. It's important. Anything else we should do during
make
the day?
oatmeal.
Do we need to go to the market?
You make a decent breakfast.
I make
we
a
need-
decent breakfast.
You know, I'm going to eat it decently.
Thank
do we need
you.
to go to the market?
Nope. Artok goes to the market for us.
Why
Yeah,
do we
he
go
does.
For other things.
I think he means dungeoneering supplies.
We don't have any money.
What are you
Oh wait,
talking
we
about?
got some. Wait.
Yeah, we got paid.
So, On the
you
fifth-
we did purchase some things like some armor for you and Jovan.
I think you spent all your gold.
I
already.
didn't spend any
Oh wait,
money.
that's right. We each had our share.
Yeah, he did split your shares, and I'm pretty sure that you guys figured
We
out
got
that James's
40?
share equaled his leather
Yeah,
armor.
we each
Yes.
got 40 because I have 45 gold right here.
So the
More
fifth
like,
day
what do
has
I
come,
want to buy?
And you reach into your pocket and feel, and you pull out the coin and try to break it, and it goes and snaps in two.
Ooh, exciting. All right.
Wait, it just
So it turns out that, from what we can tell, every
4 days?
Five.
When
On the
Hensley
fifth-
Well,
said
this
on
is the
fifth
fifth
day,
day. So
he
4
basically
complete
said
days.
it's like a few days, so it's unclear whether or not
He
it's
said
like
it. He said that it takes longer the more you split it.
Oh, I see.
okay.
Oh, dude, we should experiment with that. I could do some math, figure out the best ratio is.
Well, for now, we can. So we were able to
Hopefully
split
it's a
into
1-to-1.
64 pieces, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so do we? So before we go ahead and start breaking it down and spending, do we have something to spend 63 gold on? Because the next stage for me, like basically, studded leather is the best armor that a thief can get before it becomes really bad for him. But maybe
Yeah, there's
you
no
guys
like
need
better
anything?
shield.
If I wear mithril armor, would I get the same half spell bonus?
What do you
Because
mean?
we can
Like,
get 63
Elves
gold to
get the
spend.
mithril armor for free,
Uh-huh.
and they get the half spell bonus, spell penalty, because it's for an elf.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Would I, as a wizard, get
Yes.
the same?
Mithril-
Okay.
That's because of the armor, not because of the
Yeah.
elf.
But I probably much more expensive
Yeah.
than
Table of stuff. What page is that table on?
It's way
71. This is 72. Weapons is 71. Probably mithril armor is probably much more expensive than say 60 some
Well,
gold.
mithril you might not have even been able to find.
That's true. There's also an issue of supply.